Prepare the horses, damnation has come for these rat bastards. And it's looking good. My opponent here on the ladder, bringing in all these bad boys. Chief, warlords, ogres. Look at those. All of it's bad. All of it sucks. Alright, let's slow things down, though. Bam. Chaos Trolls. 3 of them. Marauders going off to the side here on Galleon's Cove. Got some horsemen sitting here, and Archaon himself, the biggest baddie around. And man, this is my first time using Archaon, and he is a bastard. I think he's like 27 value for what I brought on him. My opponent already doing rat bastard tricks. Taking out his warlord, giving him that army-wide boost to his, what is that, leadership. I think it gives something else, I'm not sure. Probably speed. Well, it's too bad, because my opponent's going to need all the help he's going to get. And I am pretty sure he was expecting lots of Chaos Warriors or something heavy armored. Man, was he wrong. Was he gosh darn wrong. I brought this build because I was inspired by watching it Bretonnia, and I thought, wow, I want to do a heavy cav build. I don't play Bretonnia. I don't know how to do it. I'm not good with them. I've never used them, so I don't know if I'm good with them. But I've played Warriors of Chaos. They have knights. They got heavy armored cav units, some pretty solid ones at that. Skull Crushers, Chaos Knights, Swords of Chaos. Oh, and here comes Archaon already. Look at him on his badass horse. Oh no, my Chaos Trolls. Yeah, I had the Marauders take the third, Chaos Trolls try to take the second, and one thing Marauders take the third. So we are going to triple cap soon. So my opponent's focusing down my Chaos Trolls and me just gallivanting around. And here's one of my big mistakes. I should have used it on frontline units, and some of you guys have given me good tips on that too. Go use your spells on frontline, because, I mean, but it's Skaven though. They're cheap. You could just buy them in 15 seconds. An entire thing to replace them. So, it's a bit of a mistake, but not the worst. Flame Skull, though, is cheap anyway, so it's not that bad. I think it's, what, 6, 10 Winds of Magic? And here we go, Chaos Knights coming in to help finish off these clan rats.
Keep it from the foe.
Ooh, sorry. Man, just talking real fast. Talking real loud. Really throws out my voice. Anyways, yeah, here we go. Chaos Trolls moving to the third to come help support as we already have taken this. We got Marauders going around the side to deal with these Avalanche Mortars because they're going to be a problem eventually. Archaon, being the boss that he is, holding out against the Chieftain, and it looks like a Plague Priest my opponent brought. Sneaky, sneaky. But, yeah, I played Skaven enough to know their little games and tricks, and I expected Avalanche Mortars. And I find Avalanche Mortars to be quite the trap unit. Because the reason they're a trap is because everyone brings them. I love them in campaign, online, they're a trap unit. They're too expensive. If they get shut down, you're pretty much out. And they're not that hard to get rid of. And more importantly, everyone expects them. Here we go. Hellstriders of Slaanesh coming around. Yeah, we totally got... Yeah, we pretty much got all these objectives. It's going to be ours for a while. And the beauty of this Bretonnia-inspired build is it's very maneuverable. You can hit multiple points, even on a small... I think it might actually be... It's not as good as on a small map like this, but if it was a much larger map, for sure, this would definitely come in handy. And since my opponent has Skavened his rat hole and tunneled away, he's not coming out anytime soon. But he's getting aggressive on the third, and that Chieftain, wow, that was cool. Just slam dunked right into his own units. No, those are my Marauders, yeah, my Marauders, and his own units too. It looks like his Warblade cans are hitting his Rat Chieftain too. And Archaon with all the buffs and debuffs. I think I just took Flame Skull and Lead of Transmutation. Transmutation of Lead. Because Transmutation's cheap, and when it's upgraded, it's even better, but the fact that it hits so many units with Archaon's combat prowess and other abilities, he just rocks it so easily. So imagine only have a melee attack of your Lord. You're going up against Archaon. You have a 50 Transmutation of Lead. Guess what? You just went down to 26 against Archaon, who's probably got 80 to damn near maybe 100 in terms of melee attack. You're gonna lose, and he's probably gonna doing 1,000 damage with his other weapons too, assuming he didn't take any upgrades too. And also assuming he doesn't have Spirit Leech. Here we go. Here's one of my other big mistakes. I should have used it on the other weakened Warp Lightning Cannon. Because, man, this is annoying. I could have taken out an entire thing right now if it wasn't for my poor decision making, but it is what it is, and we're coming back to deal with the Plague Priest, which honestly isn't the worst thing, but his spellcasting is getting annoying. But he's got the Guardian going on, so 15% physical resist due to the Rat Chieftain, Chieftain right there, he's a rat. So as soon as Archaon takes care of him, it's going to be game over for the Plague Priest as well. These trolls are tough. Archaon's fight or die ability, giving them a plus 24 melee attack and 16 leadership for trolls, is very welcome. So that's 61 leadership to their 58. Yeah, it goes up to 58. I think they have, what, 44 or something like that? Yeah. So, yeah, it's around that, something 50s, upper 50s. And it's just nothing but hammering. Hammer and anvil, baby. Yeah, he's hitting zone units here. You can see with the Chieftain. We got the Chaos Knights. Oh, I love these boys. They're heavy, they're hard, they're terrifying, and they hit like Mack trucks. And look at that, already. Plague Priest is by himself. Trolls are coming back. Archaon trying to stay out of lines of sight. We got all the stuff we need. Skull Crushers coming in from the horizon. I love these boys. Yeah, I was comparing these to the Bretonnians, what is it, Questing Knights or Grail Knights? Because they're the same price. What are the two units? They're the same price. Ooh, his Chieftain's getting knocked out. And finally, my opponent brings in the rest of his units in Avalanche Mortars, which he so desperately is a little late on. And he needed, though. But with the Chieftain gone, the Plague Priest soon to follow, there should be no problem. And this is what I love about this build. Look at those Marauders just getting out of there, in and out. And even the Avalanche Mortars are having a hard time keeping up. I'm bringing in more Chaos Knights. More and more. And my opponent's ahead on value, but with his terrible decisions, we are running this map. But yeah, back to what I was saying, Questing Knights and Skull Crushers, pound for pound. Skull Crushers should be better, but I believe the Questing Knights, or Grail Knights, have 48 models to the Skull Crushers 32. But although the Skull Crushers have overall better stats, but slower speed. And I don't know, in terms of abilities, maybe Questing's got them there with the Lance Formation and the Board Save. And the fact that I think they also have magic attacks, too. Skull Crushers having none of that, but they do have Fury, which gives them immune to Psychology. They also have Terror or Fear. I don't remember which. Probably have both. That would be terrifying. To see Skull Crushers just run you down. Yeah, this Plague Priest needs to go. Come on, Archaon, get in there. Show them why you're the big daddy baddie. And look at this. Rats, rats, rats. I see an opportunity with Archaon. I'm like, you know what? That's a lot of clumped up units right there as my Hellstriders hold the line. Let's see if this Flame Skull can do anything. Man. Unfortunately, I was dumb and I didn't angle it to where it would bounce left. Instead, well, it's RNG. It went right. Had it gone left, it would have been, I think my Hell Riders? Hell Riders of Slaanesh, yeah. Wouldn't have suffered as much bringing in Chaos Knight, bringing in everything, because these are just Clan Rat Spears and Plague Monks. Plague Monks suck. I don't know why he brought Plague Monks. I guess to get rid of my Marauders. The problem is, there are no Marauders here. You should have sent it to the third objective. I think they would have done a little bit better. I don't know. But then got caught out by Chaos Knights, and Archaon's getting trapped right now. We need to get him out. Luckily, we got the Skull Crushers coming in. Skull Crushers, come save my boy. Avalanche Mortars being put to use finally. Good use. But the problem is, by the time he gets rid of all of my Knights and everything, he had killed all of the units that would have taken that objective. Hitting his units with the lead. Yep, Transmutation of Lead, and Archaon's melee defense is up there. So yeah. Yeah, jeez. These rat ogres are not having a good day. Look at that. 12 melee attack. Dropping everything. Yeah, this is just everything. Attacking from the rear. These boys aren't going to survive, sending in more Chaos Trolls. It's just over. And that's how I like it. Giving these damn rat bastards damnation how we do. What a good fight. I'm surprised how well this actual build does. And it doesn't work against, obviously, heavily armored. Well, maybe it does. I haven't fought against Cathay or Dwarves with such a build yet. So yeah, Searing Doom for Cathay and Dwarves wouldn't be the worst thing. Definitely something worth considering if you're going to swap those over. Although Chaos Knights probably would be useless. You'd only really use them against Slayers. And then thinking about that, that's not a good idea. So Rangers would be the ideal unit. But even then, yeah. Doesn't really work too well against Dwarves or heavily armored units. Or heavily armored factions, my bad. And yeah, that's game. Let's go look at some value, folks. Come on. Yeah, my opponent should have been far more aggressive. Just sitting there in the back in his rat hole didn't really help. Alright, Archaon did great. Trolls did not so great, which is surprising. But beating up rats, it's kind of what you expect. Horsemen didn't do too bad, but not too great. But this is what happens when you try to hold the lines. Oh, my opponent, come on. Yeah, there's not a lot of armor piercing in this build, besides the Skull Crushers and the Throwing Axe variants. And the ROR, Swords of Chaos. But yeah. I hope you guys like that. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter so we can get, so we can grow the channel. And hey, if you like me on Twitter, you can send me a message, we can play some. Twitter's the best way to get notifications of not only upcoming streams where you can fight me, or just chill out and hang. Do what you want to do. Send message, retweets, all that goodness. Alright, with all that, y'all have a good one. Peace.